Do I have to like go down or not?
No.
Oh. Hi. Welcome to 3D printer build along part 34.
Let's look at the magazine.
Yeah. Today I'm going to be fitting a heater plate holder, which is this thing, and that's a heater plate. So first off, I want to cut open this. First off, you want to rip this open.
I did leave a knife here. There again, it's David. Perhaps he shouldn't be allowed to use knives.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this has got a really good microphone. This is the first and only time that we'll be using this PowerShot S70.
Are we doing product placement here?
No, this is the camera I'm using, that's what it is.
Oh, Draper
This
knife.
is a Draper knife. This is some pound shop scissors.
And a PowerShot sun.
99p actually. Can I say riches? Probably not. Just did.
Just did, yeah.
Well, I was just going to say these other bits because A, that is really what I'm using, and we're not monetising. We're not making money out of this.
No.
We're not trying to make money out of this either.
No.
So I think the rules are we can actually mention other things. I mean, obviously Draper could get annoyed as I mention one of their bits, but why should they? It's a brilliant knife.
It's a good knife, yeah.
And that is actually a very good camera. It's just the only reason we only can use it once is I've got a problem with the battery on it, and I've got a brand new camera to start using as soon as we get the battery sorted for it.
Right, okay, so now that I've got all of the, well, I nearly got all of the potentially fitted stuff, I'll leave them in there for now. There's a little
grub
screws. They get lost incredibly easily, so I'm going to leave them in there for now. So the first thing you want to do is put these little, like, I suppose they're thumb screws.
Yeah,
I guess.
thumb screws.
They look like thumb screws. They got flap
Oh yeah,
blades.
they got ridged edge. So yeah, I'd say they're thumb screws.
You want to poke them through the top or the bottom. Top, I think it's the top
3 holes
of these.
Oh,
Just make sure they're sticking
fiddly.
through. Yeah. Then you want to put these springs over the top of them.
and that's it. It's now past David's ability to understand what to do from this point on.
No.
He has 3 pictures.
Now, yeah, I've got pictures. Leave it
all have
out,
pictures.
guys.
Record again.
Okay, so now that I've put the springs on, I shall get the heater plate and maybe scream it a little bit, but they basically sit like that, and then you
Screw into little holes.
there you definitely scream at this, right? Those ideas are only the
Right,
pictures.
can I say one thing that you might need to do quickly? Looking at it, if this is this fiddly, wouldn't you be best to chuck the grub screws in first? Otherwise you're going to have that plate screwed in anyway.
Yes, I might do that.
Because there are only little holes at the sides.
Yeah.
But you only want to put them in a little bit. I hope you didn't just lose one.
I think one of them. Oh, I think I can see it.
This is why you don't let David do stuff, because he tends to throw stuff away.
Into his shoe.
I think it actually went in my shoe. Right, okay, hang on.
A hole in my shoe, just letting in water.
Letting in grub screws.
Letting in his grub screws. Well, I think these grub screws actually screw these thumb screws, stop them moving.
There we go, people.
Well, why don't you just, before you lose the others, get the others put in place quickly.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
And this will have to be done in multiple parts.
Yeah. So we shall cut here, and then I shall join you back once I put the grub screws in. Okay, so quick tip: when you're putting grub screws in, what we tend to do is put them onto the end of the Allen key first. Just makes it a little bit easier to work with.
And only do them up a titchy anyway, a couple of turns.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
Just
get in
enough
there.
to grip, basically.
just once I can actually get
The grub screw in.
the thing started.
It's not what he was going to say, but
No, I think he was going to swear. But
I think he was going to
I
say
wasn't going to do a curse. Actually, I probably was. This is me we're talking about. Also, if you don't drop the grub screws on the floor,
they don't get hairy.
they don't get hairy if you have a dog. And we have a dog with a lot of hair. Well,
Somehow. She has a lot of hair, but she loses it all around the house.
and still has loads
Yeah.
to spread around the next
She has an
morning.
abundance of hair.
Yes.
So what do you think about the new positioning for our doing a filming of this lovely 3D printer we're building?
I think it's more comfortable than the weird chair thing and the oven top.
Yeah.
However, the carpet is incompatible with dropping parts.
Oh yeah, but don't forget parts have that ability to self...
Bermuda Triangleize.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could put that, but you know,
They self-cloak.
they put a cloaking
Yeah.
device and
Right.
they're invisible.
Okay, so now that the grub screws are in, and actually they
don't go through yet.
don't actually sit in to actually help with this process at all.
Oh well, I think they do. I think because if you look at the positioning, they're all three where one of these go,
Yeah.
and I think when you screw the screws in far enough, I reckon they intersect the hole and lock it off.
Yeah, I might well do. So now I'm going to sit this on top of this, on top of these springs, and then I can get one.
Because you have to compress the spring a bit to get it down into the hole.
And then
I'm sure we'll find out at a later stage why this is spring loaded
yeah,
when we eventually get around to reading the magazines. It probably.
yeah, might be a good idea.
I know it's hard copy, Dean, but sometimes hard copy
Right. Okay.
is all you got.
This step, if you don't have a degree in patience,
You can get a degree in there.
Well, I've got a possible idea. Would you like me to give you a little hand? How about?
you got big hands, that's not
How
little
about
hands.
if you start doing it and I'll give it a little downward pressure so they're a bit longer.
Yeah, that might work.
Because they're incredibly strong springs, aren't they?
But don't
They
forget, anyone
No,
can.
you didn't get them in. You didn't actually get that in.
Don't forget, anyone can
Right,
build
hang
this,
on.
apparently.
I'm just going to just double check. Okay, so now that we've managed to get the one in after great duress,
Lots of prodding, poking, twisting, screwing, unscrewing.
and brute force and ignorance. Basically, what you need to do is you need to sort of force the plate down as you do up.
Well, you
but
need to keep it straight.
you need to keep it straight, which is where the interesting bit comes in, because obviously you're relying on 3 springs staying straight as you do up the rest.
Just going to done up a little bit.
3 springs staying straight whilst you do up the rest. How many others are there?
Just 3. Well, still got the rest, is you do up the thumb screws. Is what he's talking about.
Yes.
Right, so
Am I making you laugh that much you're actually crying?
now, so you've got to leave this what this gap. What's this gap?
Well, it says adjust the thumb screws until the heater plate is parallel with the heater plate holder with a small visible gap.
Well,
Now, I
that's a
take
big
it you're talking
invisible
about a gap between this and this.
Yeah. The exact spacing is not important at this stage.
Right, so you're just looking for a
But
small...
later on, they're going to ask a 0.1mm.
Well, if they wanted something specific like that, you'd actually
You
have
get a
feeler
feeling gauge thing,
chuck it in
which
and
actually we do have something provided in the kit, which
might
does
act as a
probably
feeler
give
gauge.
that would give an exact sort of thing. But anyways, that's now in.
Back
So
to the
now
pretty
it-
pictures.
Yeah, that's right, let them get on with it.
Right, now it says to lock off the threads using the thumb screws, the grub screws, which actually is probably what's making it harder.
Well, I did say I only put them in just a titulating fraction. So you didn't lose them.
However, that is sort of in there and jammed in now anyway, so.
Obviously they can be undone at a later stage and be adjusted to the exact adjustment, whatever it is. It's all that is. What's this heated plate?
Yeah.
Mm.
As well, a small heated plate.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, unless another plate goes onto it.
Well, that
afterwards.
obviously bolts on something else because there's threaded holes in the corners.
Yeah.
You take one out.
Yeah, well, I undid it a little bit to see if it would work, and it didn't work.
And then you can't get it back done up.
Okay, well, join us back in a minute when I would have done the grub screws. Okay, so now that the thumb screws are locked with the grub screws, the next step is to remove the cover from the Y-axis assembly that we thought we'd finished with previously, which is this bit.
Move that away for you.
So we are going to get our screwdriver back, and we are going to undo
3 screws. There's only
3 screws.
There's only 3 there anyway.
So we're going to undo that one. We are going to undo this one.
No, we're not. You're
You
going.
are.
If
We
pe-
don't want no part of this,
No,
do we?
if people are actually following along, then
God
they
help
are
you.
too.
These
However, I would.
C3PO. Oh, sorry, I thought you was doing movie quotes.
Are we just
Names.
naming robots? Wally!
Yeah.
No, it's Wall-E, not Wally. You're Wally.
Wally! And Eve.
And just get on with it, David.
Yeah, stop distracting me, bitches.
Take the cover off.
Right, so now
And
the
we
cover's
have to
taken.
bleep again.
Now that the cover's off, I now take this, turn it over, and luckily nothing's fallen off. I put that over there, and you can see that there's 3
holes
sets of holes, in which I'm going to apply
2 screws.
2 screws to this hole and this hole. So I'm ignoring the one that's furthest away from me. Yeah, I'm ignoring the one furthest away from me.
I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe part such and such will be one single screw that they will provide,
You got to take the whole thing apart to get in to put a single screw in.
because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to give any parts away with that magazine.
Or there might be a screw that goes all the way through something else and into that. You don't know yet.
Yeah, actually, looking at it, there is a hole in the top there.
Yeah, but if you put a screw into that, then it's not going to move. Is it?
And it's in completely the wrong place.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they haven't put that screw in, but they definitely should say to only put in 2 screws.
Yeah, well that's fine.
You only have 2 screws. How can you put any more than 2
Yeah.
screws in?
Oh, actually, it says
Oh, we lost a screw.
carefully left off the wax covers. The cover and bolts will be refitted at issue 37 to store them safely for later.
So you don't even put it on.
So they tell me not to put that bit back together.
All the screws.
No, they tell me to keep the screws. The cover
Okay.
and bolts will be. So as we, I've been told not to fit that part and to keep the screws safe. That's about it from me. So join us next time, in which who is it next?
Me.
Oh, in which
Me.
Neil will be fitting a heat sensor, or at least he'll have a heat sensor. Whether he'll fit it or not is another matter. Join us next time. Thank you.